Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So, Ami, the last week, right, we did analysis on this Euro USD and GBP USD with USDJPY. We predicted that we will be having a bullish move, right? Guess what? We actually had the bullish move on our Euro USD, right? Same thing with our GBP USD. We predicted that we would have a bullish move, right? Take a look at our GBP USD for the week, right? We actually had the bullish move. So this week we want to predict where this price will be moving for this week. But before we get started, if you know you've not subscribed, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Make your comments. I would love to watch out for it. Like I said, to be able to understand this analysis properly, so we want to start with our Euro USD. So take a look at it. We start from the higher time frame downward to the 4-hour time frame. So let's take a look at it from the monthly time frame. Full trend on this Euro USD. We can see that this is a bearish move. Euro is dropping. One of the reasons why Euro is dropping is because we are seeing a rise on our dollar. Now take a look at this monthly time frame from here. I think this movement started early 2021. This was around 2021. Let's say mid 2021. This movement started around mid 2021. So we'll be having a bearish move on Euro USD, right? And if you take a look at this movement, I've included this moving average, which is 10 period moving average. This moving average is actually to actually guide us, to know when to go and when to move, when to buy and when to sell, right? So we all know that once this price is below our 10 period moving average, then it is a short. We have to sell, right? We have to go down. But once it is above it, we have to go long. So clearly can see that this price is below our 10 period moving average. Previously, I think this was around 2016, it was above the moving average. So we actually went long then. But now you can see it is below the 10 period moving average. And guess what? We're having a correction, right? So I want you guys to also have it in mind that this correction would soon be over. Guess what? The next movement we'll be having soon will be a drop. I don't think we'll start having this drop this week, but possibly next week, right? After this week, we are doing this analysis for the upper one. We will start having a bearish move on Euro USD because the pullback will soon be over, and pullback will soon be over. And guess what? By that upper week, I think that would be is not is it upper week, right? I think upper week or upper 2 weeks. I can't clearly calculate it, right? There would be NFP, right? Is it NFP or CPI? I think it's CPI. So there will be a major news that can change the direction of our USD though. So that will be next 3 weeks, right? So this week, next week, next 3 weeks, right? So maybe possibly by that next 3 weeks, that major news can push our euro to USD down. Where we don't know, right? By that time we want to predict, but we want to predict for this week. So this week, right? You can see first of all, we can see on the monthly time frame we are on a bearish move. So this is the correction. Have it in mind that the correction would soon be over on euro USD. So once the correction is over on euro USD, guess what we'll be having next? We'll be having a bearish move on euro USD. As at now, we are on a correction, and that correction, what is it giving us? A bullish move. So since we are trading this week, we want to place this trade on what we see and not what we think. What we are clearly seeing now is that we are on a bullish move. Then definitely there's only one movement we all should be making, which is to actually go bullish on euro USD. That should now take us to the weekly time frame. So you can take a look at this weekly time frame now. We can now see the trend. First of all, we know that once the price is below our 10 period moving average, right? We have to sell, we have to short. So for some time, if you've been following this channel, you'd have seen how we've been shorting this euro USD, how we've been going down on euro USD. But now this price has now gone up to the extent it has now broken our 10 period moving average. So clearly we are now on a bullish move. So it is simple. Euro USD, we are now to go bullish, right? So we can take this as an impulse move. We take this as an ice. Here comes the correction on euro to USD, right? This is a new ice. Notice that this new ice broke this previous ice, right? And guess what's happened again? A correction happened. If you notice, this correction failed to break this previous lows, this previous higher lows. Still an indication that this is a bullish move, impulse move, or an uptrend. Now a new ice was made. Get this huge new ice that was made. It broke this previous ice, right? So about that last week, I told you guys a pullback will occur, which actually happened. Guess what? After the pullback, last week I did analysis that we'll be having a bullish move this that the week that just finished, that we would have a bullish move. Guess what? We actually had that bullish move. Guess what? The bullish move was made. So is this bullish move over? Definitely not. This week also we'll be able to see that bullish move that should be able to break this ice. So we would want to be expecting a bullish move on Euro USD that should break this ice. Right now, our new ice or recent higher ice is this level, right? So we've gotten a pullback. Now a new ice is forming, So we want to see form, finish, thereby breaking this previous ice. That is to tell you that we will still expect a new ice to be made. So this week that we are predicting for, which is on November 28th to December 2, we would see a bullish move on Euro USD. So expect a bullish move. Have it in mind that this price is still above the 10-period moving average. So weekly, we are still expecting a bullish move. So let's see if this bullish move will be able to come out and take this level, which I'm currently seeing here, if it can bring this ice. So I would be watching for a level of 1.06. Currently, Euro USD is trading at a level of 1.04, 1.04. So we want to see it go up to a level of 1.06. We should wait, I think in 2 weeks' time, we should be able to accomplish it. Which I think. So from here to this level, we should be able to grab about 200 and 200 pips. Yeah, 200 pips. Max, I think it's a minimum of 200 pips. So we should be able to accomplish it in 2 weeks. I think maximum 2 weeks. If we can accomplish it all this week, then the upper week we should be able to see accomplish it. Then once we accomplish this level, which is a level of 1.6, then we will start having a drop on Euro USD. As at now, this Euro USD, we are still speculating a bullish move. So bull price on Euro USD is bullish. And one of the reasons why I'm still expecting here, we all know that once price react to a level previously, price will definitely, and is close to that level, then price will get to that level eventually and react to that same level. So price, once reacted to this level, right, give us a pullback. So this is one of the reasons why I highlighted here. Since price is close to this same level, price will definitely hit the level and react by giving us that bearish move. So this is one of the reasons why I'm watching out for this level on Euro USD, which is a level of 1.06 for it to actually get to. So that should now take us to the daily time frame. So I mean, take a look at this movement on Euro USD now, right? If you're following this channel consistently, right, you'll see how we predicted this bullish move on Tuesday. You'll see how we predicted this bullish move on Wednesday. Thursday itself, we predicted a bullish move, and Friday itself, we actually predicted a bullish move, right? So I told you guys, Euro USD is still bullish. The aim is to actually break this ice, right? Which we have actually not done that. So this is still saying that we will continue to have that bullish move. See, we actually break this above ice and go up, and possibly maybe once we break above it, the price can come back to test this level and continue its bullish move. Maybe possibly if price can break above it, you can see price give us a pullback to test this level, then push out to hit this level of 1.06 that we are expecting. So on this daily time frame on Euro USD, this is still a bullish move. Now take a look at it from here on this Euro USD. You can take a look at this as an higher highs. This we would see it as a correction on Euro USD. So we would now take this as a new highs. The new highs broke this previous highs, right? Broke this highs. Correction was made. This correction failed to break this previous higher lows. Still an indication that you are an uptrend move. Guess what? A new ice was made. Guess what? See this new ice. I mean, price spiked up. So after this much movement, of course, a pullback needs to be made. So we expect a pullback to be made. So this is why we added this pullback, right? So after this pullback, guess what? We predicted again on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Friday. We also predicted that to be having a bullish move. So guess what? This is exactly what we just gotten. Now that this price, and I also told you that one of the objectives we should be aiming for, or to be able to hit on Euro USD, to be able to break this previous highs. Since this price has not been able to break it, by next week we should be able to break it. So consider breaking this highs on Euro USD. At least from here to get to this highs that we are talking about, we have about 80 pips. I mean, that is a good amount of pips to grab. If you can go long on Euro USD, you can hit that highs, right, which will give you 80 pips. If price now breaks further, it's it will go up to at least 100 pips, 120 pips, 130 pips before giving us a pullback to test this level and continues its bullish move. But first of all, the aim, you should be able to hit this level, which is the highs, 80, and once it breaks it by 90 or 100 pips, you should have broken the high. So above all, price still bullish move. See it again, the price is still above our 10 period moving average. Notice a pullback was made that came to our moving average. Now this pullback is now giving us a bullish move, and we all know once the price is still above the moving average, then clearly this is a buy. We have to go long. So we see that this price is giving us a bullish move. The price is above our 10 period moving average, so still an indication that we have to go bullish. So one of the reasons why we are actually having reaction here is because price has reacted to this level previously. Notice that price reacted to this level, right? Price also reacted to this level. If you notice that, right? So once price kind of give us this huge candlestick movement here, we saw price react to the level by giving us a pullback. Now we are going up again, so we expect this price to actually break this high. So above all, Euro USD this week, we will be expecting a bullish move. So subscribe, so I'll give you an update on this movement. Here comes the correction on Euro USD. Of course, when we are having that bullish move that we are talking about, right? Like I said, we want to break this ice, right, on our Euro USD. Of course, we'll continue to be having higher highs and higher highs, especially on the 4-hour time frame. So this will take us a new highs. Here comes the correction if you want. Guess what again? A new highs. Guess what again? What do we have? A correction which came to this level, right? After the correction, what do you expect? A new high. So this week, by the time I think by next week when markets opens on Monday, we should be able to break this size, right? Price move further up. We should be able to tap this candlestick wick here. This ice, this level that we are aiming about. Price should be able to come to the level, give us a little bit of a pullback, right? Continues a bullish move upward by breaking this high. So above all, 4-hour time frame, we are still on an uptrend move. So we'd want to enter this trade, right? So now that this price has given us a pullback, I think this is a good opportunity, or I mean, it is actually good. When I say opportunity, or way to actually, you know, go long on this, price. If price is trending going upward, the best time to actually enter and follow the trend or trend with it or go long is when there is a pullback. So clearly we can see on this 4-hour time frame, a pullback has been made. So now it is that time to go bullish. So above all, Euro USD for this week, we are to go bullish. Now we would now go to the next one, which is GBPUSD. Notice that we did analysis on GBPUSD. We talked about it giving us a bullish move. We will be closing bullish this week, which it actually did. So we would want to see where this price will be moving for this week that we want to predict for, which is November 28th to December 2. So on GBPUSD, we want to know where this price will be moving to. So let's start with the higher time frame, which is the monthly time frame. So full trend, right? You can see that we are on a bearish move. GBP USD is not bearish. Now let's start it from this movement here. I think this movement is far better. This is around mid 2021, right? I think this was around May. This was around May. So we'll be around May. We'll be having this bearish move on GBP USD. So you can see that this price is dropping, and we all know how to trade this moving average. Once the price is below the 10 period moving average, we all know that it is a sell. We have to short it, but if it is above it, we have to go long, right? So clearly we can see that this price is on a sell. We are shorting, we have to go long, short it, right? So as at now, this price is playing right, is correcting itself, right? You see that this price is giving us a pullback to correct itself. So as at this pullback, as it is correcting, which is what price is playing out right now, it is giving us the bullish move. And if you want to place this trade, you want to correct with it, or you want to pull back with it, enter the pullback level movement with it, then there's only one movement we all should be making, which is the bullish move. So that bullish move, and at least let us sit tap this level of 10 period moving average, which I personally think it will happen, right? So I'm aiming for this GBP to actually push up and tap this moving average before you can consider maybe price can then start falling. So from here to this price we tap this moving average, I think we have about 150 pips, right? So I mean, if you can make about 150 pips, we can grab 150 pips this week on GBP USD. It is not bad, right? Because about this week that just finished, you actually grabbed about 200 pips on bullish move, which we'll get into that soon. So above all, this GBP USD bearish move. So price is giving us a pullback. kind of like a correction, which is bullish. So if you want to trade with it, trade what you see and not what you think, which is to go bullish with it. So you take a look at this week, right? So actually last week I predicted a bullish move. Last 3 weeks also we predicted this bullish move, right? Which I told you if you were following, you would have known how we predicted this bullish move last 3 weeks. Last 2 weeks we actually predicted, and the week that just finished we actually predict a bullish move, right? So notice that this week that just finished, from here, price opened and it closed here. It gave us about 200 pips. Last 2 weeks price opens and close here, give us about 89 pips. So this level that I've just highlighted that I would want price to actually hit from here, if market opens and get to this level, that should be giving us about 140 plus pips. Close at least approximately 150 pips. So if you can grab at least 120 pips on GBPUSD when you go bullish, I mean it is fine, right? It is still not a big deal. So we would want to be analyzing where this price will be moving for this week, because we want to trade the price on the weekly, right? This week we want to know where this price will move this week. This is one of the reasons why we are using the 10 period moving average, right? And we would use it on the weekly time frame to guide us. So we all know the rules of trading this moving average. Once the price is above the moving average, it is a buy, but if it is below it, it is a sell. So we clearly can see that this is an impulse move. Here comes the correction on GBPUSD. Now this is a new highs, right, on GBPUSD. Guess what we had now? A correction. After the correction, a new highs has been made. So we still need this price to actually come to tap this level, right, which is a level of 1.22. So currently we're actually at 1.20, 1.20 something something, but we want to see it tap a level of 1.22 something something. So maybe after it has hit it, then we might now start seeing this drop on this GBPUSD, which I think will happen. But first of all, this week, right, we are predicting a bullish move, coupled with the fact that this price is still above the 10 period moving average. Now, if you are following this channel consistently, I usually sit and I just say it again, that if price has reacted to a level previously, right, and price is close to that same level, price will definitely get to that level, tap the level, and also react to that same level. So we saw that price react to this level, right? Once price dropped, right, we saw a pullback, meaning price reacted to this level. We saw price kind of react to this level a little bit. So then we also saw price, once price broke below, we saw price came give us pullback to test this level before it continues its bearish move downward, right? Meaning price has reacted to this level. So definitely we want to see price get to this same level again and react to it. So that is to tell you, this is one of the reasons why I highlighted this level. So this week on GBPUSD, we want to see it go bullish further. Once it goes bullish, then we will now see it react by dropping. So this is one of the reasons why I said GBPUSD this week would expect a bullish move. Maybe by next week, right, or next week, then we can now start seeing that bearish move on GBPUSD. But this week that we are predicting for, which is from this November 28th to December 2, we would want to see a bullish move on GBPUSD. So guys, watch out for GBPUSD. On weekly time frame, we are to still consider a bullish move. So that should take us to the daily time frame. So we want to see the trend on the daily time frame. What does the daily time frame says? Clear and a simple bullish move. So we'll start here as the impulse move. We would not take this as a correction, right? Not this correction. A new ice was made that broke this previous ice, guys, right? Here we comes at the correction. The correction failed to break this previous low, higher lows. So still an indication that we are on a bullish move and a new ice has been made that broke this previous ice, right? We saw it. Guess what again? We had a correction. The correction failed to break these lows. As long as the correction failed to break it, now guess what? We now saw the price tap our 10 period moving average. Now we are expecting a bullish move. So if you are following this channel consistently, you see how I predicted. I think this is the analysis on the 22. We predicted that we will open and close bullish. You can go back to confirm, which we actually did. Even Wednesday, we actually predicted a bullish move. On Thursday, right? We actually predicted that this period would actually open and close bullish, which we actually did, right? We saw that this price kind of gave us a pullback, tested our 10 period moving average, and we also speculated a bullish move. Guess what? A new ice was made, and guess what we had? The new ice actually broke this previous ice. So we've now gotten a new ice now. So this ice, right, is now a previous ice. It has been broken. So we've now had a new ice, right? So a new ice has been made. So we want to see this price, kind of push up to be able to tap this level, right? before we actually see this, drop on this GBPUSD. So this is the level we are all aiming for on GBPUSD to be to take out this ice. Coupled with the fact that this daily time frame, the price is still above the moving average. Assuming the price is below it, right, even slightly or a little bit, I'll kind of possibly say, start on this trade or wait a little bit, right? But we can see that this price is above the moving average, very far away from it. So still a bullish move we would want to consider to go long, especially if you want to place this trade on the daily time frame. So it's still a bullish move. So those of you that want to trade on the 4-hour time frame, that plays a 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see that this 4-hour time frame is bullish. Assuming it is on a bearish move on the 4-hour time frame, the advice would be stay out of this trade. Once we want to go bullish, right? The weekly time frame says we should go bullish. Daily time frame says we should go bullish, and we would want to go bullish on the 4-hour time frame. But the 4-hour time frame is giving us a bearish move. The best thing is to actually just stay away from it until the 4-hour time frame starts showing us a bullish move, or it is giving us a bullish move, then we would want to go bullish. So clearly we can see on the 4-hour time frame, this price is above is giving us a bullish move. This is a bullish move. Coupled with the fact that this price is just hit the 10-period moving average. Let's see if it will actually come down a little bit to test this level. Reason why I'm considering it is that price has reacted to this level, right? We saw price reacted to this level, which candlestick week here. We saw price close to this level. So let's see if this price will drop further down to test this level before it continues bullish move. At least even if you are patient enough, this price will be able to drop. With that, you should be able to grab more pace by the time you enter to go long on GBPUSD. So above all, GBPUSD, you have to go bullish, but you can possibly wait and be patient enough for the pullback to occur. Or let's see what this Fibonacci says. I've not done it before, but let's see if it started from here and we get to this level, right? So we see it. So even in case this Fibonacci draws, would want to see it drop to a level of 23.6, which I don't think so, but I think this would be the most legitimate level where price will very much like. Or let's see, let me drag it down a little bit. You see this candlestick week here. It's not price touching it. So it is close to 23.6. So it makes sense for this GBP USD to actually give us a pullback before you go long. It makes sense, right? So the best thing is possibly wait for a pullback on the 4-hour time frame. Once it gets to this level here, or it gets to level 23.6, then you can go long on GBP USD for the week. And lastly, what we have here is the USD JPY. So we want to see this full trend on this USD JPY. What is the full trend? You click aside. This is a bullish move. So price we are having higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. So we clearly can see here as an highs. Here comes the correction on USD JPY. New highs. Here comes the correction. New highs. Comes the correction. New highs. Comes the correction. New highs, and guess what, we've gotten a correction. So sooner or later, guys, have it in mind that we'll be having a bullish move anytime soon. So we would continue a bullish move, but as at now, we would want to trade what we see and not what we think. What we are just thinking is that sooner or later, right, we would have like a bullish move. That's just the thinking. But what price is clearly playing out now, what price is showing us now, is it's still giving us a bullish move. So because we would want to trade what we see and not what to think, we would still want to short this USDJPY, though we would go into that soon, right? So this is the moving average I've added, which is 10-period moving average. It will guide us. Once the price is above the moving average, then we have to go long, we have to buy, but once it is below it, we have to sell, so we have to short, right? So since it is still above it, we still consider this move as a bullish move. That would now take us to the weekly time frame. So guys, take a look at this movement that was made. If you're following this channel consistently, right, predicted that this price will jump to this level. Guess what it actually did? We saw a pullback to this level. Now this price has jumped to this level. So there's every possibility that this price will break below this level and drop again. So have it in mind. So even in case this price drops, you should be able to take out this level. Like I just say, once price has reacted to level previously, there's every possibility that price will get to that same level and again react to it. So we saw price react to this level, right? Once price gets to this level, we saw a pullback, then price broke above it, right? Then price drops again, test this level, then price went up. So we now see that this price has gotten to this level, right? The next level would be aiming for is this level on 132. So we are currently at 139 on USDJPY. So let's see if this week, within 2, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, this USDJPY will just further to take it. But I personally don't think it will happen, right? But if you are to trade what you see and not what you think, what we are clearly seeing that this price is very much likely to drop, but I don't think it will happen, right? I personally don't think so. So I should just see price kind of before we want to continue to short to this level, we would want to see price break below it previously. At least once price is at a level, is trading at a level of 136 or 137. Once it is trading at 136, maybe 136, then we can ask, okay, this price it has broken, it is still on a lower movement, we want to take it down to 136. But as long as it has not broken this candlestick wick, as you are seeing here on this green candlestick wick, as long as price has not broken below it, then there's still a huge doubt that price will drop further down. But until the price actually breaks below it and gets to a level of 136, then it will not be a confirmation that we are to now short this USDJPY. If not, we should kind of see price reacting to this level and push up again this week. And let's see. But this week I would want to see this price drop a little bit, though, little bit, then push up again. This is what I'm thinking of what might happen. But let's see how the price will play out. So just follow. For when there's an update, I'll give you guys an update though. The price will play out. We'll take a look at the news. Some news will come out this week. So look at the news, how the news will affect us, the movements, and I'm going to update you guys. So USDJPY not 100% sure. So let's just try our best to predict. So we can now see that this price is below the 10-period moving average on the weekly time frame. Still an indication that this is a bearish move and it's still a pullback. So if you take a look at this movement, you take a look at it as a pullback here, you know that this price is very much likely to drop. So let's see if it will drop further down. So that should now take us to the daily time frame. So daily time frame, this is a bearish move. And one of the reasons why we're having this bearish move on USD JPY is that you can see that our USD or DXY is giving us a bearish move. You can see that drop on USD or DXY. One of the reasons why USD JPY is giving us that bearish move. So we can take a look at this as a drop. Here comes the correction. Here would be a new lows. Here comes the correction on USDJPY. Guess what again? A new lows. Of course, you all predicted this movement, right? And now we've seen this drop. So let's see if this drop will break this week. If price can break this candlestick week on USDJPY, then I'm going to update you guys and I'll tell you guys there's one movement we should make, which is to continue to short. But if in case price does not break below it, there's possibility that price might just push up and start ranging within this area, right? It can start ranging within, start giving us a support and resistance level. So this is one of the reasons why I just don't want to predict that we'll continue to go bearish. There's every possibility that this price will start ranging within this area. So this is one of the reasons why I'm very careful, right? So we want to see, first of all, see this price break below this candlestick wick here. Once price can break it, and maybe then we can now start seeing this as a continuous bearish move. If not, price very much likely to range within this area right on USD JPY though. So that is it. 4-hour time frame, we can see we want to place this trade on the 4-hour time frame, right? We see that this price is reacting to this level, right? We saw price react to this level, but price came to this level, it went up, right? Price came to this same level, it went up. Now price is at this level, and guess what? It's kind of giving us like this, bullish move. This is one of the reasons why I said be very careful. We want to see price break below this candlestick wick before we continue our bearish move. If not, this price can just continue spiking or to come to this highs, because price has once reacted here. Price has also react again. So this price might come out to come to this level and react again and drop, which might start giving us that ranging market move. So this is one of the reasons why I'm very, very careful. I want to see how price will play out before we place our trade on USD JPY.